This stadium seats 72. I'd say there's around 35, 40,000 for the Drum and Bugle Short Championships. Here we go. Blue Devils, Concord, California. The Blue Devils of Concord, California, they finished fourth last night in the semifinals. We'll see how they score tonight. A big jazz band. Did you notice the backward marching? I'm amazed, Steve, at the footwork of these members. You know the old gag, you can't chew gum and walk at the same time? These fellows have to go backwards, forward, circle, and yet concentrate on playing an instrument.
Got to be able to be chew gum, go backwards, go forward, and do it fast and play well. They've got to be in good physical shape. They really have to be.
What'd you think of their performance?
They were out there letting it fly. This, I might say musically, they might be just a little bit more of a reckless Blue Devil corps this year. They seem to let it hang out there just a little bit more. They put some great screechers out there. The soprano soloists that have been Madison trademarks, and they let those guys go. And that last group they have at the tail end of Johnny One Note is get up on the ionosphere and let it fly.
Do these corps stay with the same type of music each year?
Blue Devils have made their mark with that tight driving jazz style, and they sell it better than anyone. And that drum line has helped them keep pace through the years as well, although this year's might not quite be the primo edition of years past.
Well, as we mentioned, the scores won't be announced for a while, but one thing is certain. The Blue Devils enter every competition going for a big win. This is reflective of the attitude of Corps Director Mike Moxley, who was taught the value of competition by one of the masters.
Blue Devils director Mike Moxley leads his six-time champions into tonight's competition, as he always has, with a fierce sense of knowing how to compete and an intense desire to have corps members grow through competition.
We're often accused, I suppose, of wanting to be more competitive than others. And I'll take that accusation because I think that competition is what sparks that kind of high levels of performance, and I like that. I think that's an important thing for kids to know about.
Drum corps and competition are two things Moxley learned about early in life, something for which he can thank a favorite junior high band instructor. Moxley tries to thank that instructor, Gail Royer, every year at finals by trying to beat Royer's corps, in-state rival, the Santa Clara Vanguard.
I prefer to beat Gail Royer more than any other human being on the face of the planet. I played oboe in his junior high school band. And when he started what became the Vanguard, it was the Sparks Drum and Bugle Corps. We had 9 horn players. We doubled it the next year. We had 18. And so now Gail, my former teacher and mentor, is now one who is my chief competitor. And I really enjoy him. I consider him really, very honestly, to be one of my closest friends in some ways. And I feel like I can trust him about that far because he's a hell of a competitor.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Moxley jokes that the son he contra carries through rehearsal will play tennis, not percussion. But as Gail Royer guided Moxley's life, Moxley sees drum corps and tonight's finals as a growth experience he can provide for his Blue Devils.
So it's a combination of obligation, I suppose, and real joy that I get out of doing it. And I do get a joy. I still get a charge out of watching it. I get a charge out of watching the kids grow and change. And we watch kids in the Blue Devils grow up in the Blue Devils from 8 years old to getting out of college. So that's quite a remarkable span of time to be able to watch a kid grow. And I've had that privilege. So it keeps me there.
Hey, talk about a classic story with the master and the pupil. There has to be many, many parallels in sport.
I was thinking about that. Remember the Cotton Bowl, the late Bear Bryant coached Alabama, and when he coached at Texas A&M, he had a skinny little end named Gene Stallings, who's now the coach of the Phoenix Cardinals. So Texas A&M met Alabama, student against master, and the student beat the master, Bear Bryant, and Bryant ran across the field, picked Stallings up on his shoulders, and carried him off the field in tribute.
It would be interesting to see Gail Royer host of Michael Moxley, let me tell you.
All right, we're going to move back on the field now and get ready for our next group here coming on.
Cavaliers, and they are hot this year. They started slow,